Hello friends, today's talk is about suspension therapy and my name is Dr. Subhash Khatri. To begin with, we'll start with overview. Well, suspension therapy has been used as an effective and inexpensive adjunct to physiotherapy for many years. Basically, suspension therapy offers AAE, that is active assisted exercise. In suspension therapy, body part is suspended in air with the help of slings and ropes. Now, as a student, we need to recall all these words. And for that, I created a simple trick. So once we jot down the word suspension therapy, we'll try to recall the entire information with the help of questions. So first question, what is suspended? Well, the answer is body parts or body part, or maybe sometimes the whole body. Okay, next question is where it is suspended? Answer is air. Then the next question, how it is suspended? With the help of slings and ropes. So now let's recall. Suspension therapy is a form of an active assisted exercise where body parts are suspended in air with the help of slings and ropes. Now let's look at the history. Suspension therapy has a long history. The initial reference about suspension therapy can be found in the work De Medicina, and this information is put up by Roman medical scholar Aulus Cornelius Celsus. Celsus in the period 25th BC to 50 AD had put up a kind of preliminary description similar to suspension therapy. But Olive Francis Guthrie Smith in the period 1883 to 1956, a British trained physiotherapist, is considered largely responsible for understanding the potential of suspension therapy. For someone with short stature like Mrs. Guthrie Smith, exercising patients was both a problem and a challenge. Guthrie Smith was a Yachas woman, and she knew that a rope and pulley could be an effective way to move a heavy load. Let's continue the history in part 2. Mrs. Guthrie Smith got surprised, and to her surprise, she found that injured patients did not mind pushing themselves to increase their joint range and improve muscle strength when they use the rope and pulley system. A paralyzed patient was having pulley exercise for his arms, and Guthrie Smith slipped the ropes onto one paralyzed leg so that it was held off the bed by two ropes of the reciprocal pulley. As he had perhaps anticipated, the paralyzed limb showed some voluntary movement, and Guthrie Smith realized that with the force of gravity removed, very weak muscles could be influenced to contract and movement could be demonstrated. The systematic knowledge that came to be known as Guthrie Smith suspension therapy was developed over subsequent years, and Guthrie Smith was awarded the Order of British Empire in recognition of her pioneering work in the field of rehabilitation. So we can say that Yachas woman revolutionized physiotherapy. Now, first part is about different parts of the suspension. Different parts of the suspension include sling, that is this part, rope, that is this part, wooden cleat, that is this part, or even this is wooden cleat, this is another wooden cleat. S hook, that is like here. Dog clip, that can be attached here. A fixed point, that is here, or suspension frame, that is like a table with a mesh. So even treatment table or plinth can be considered as a part of suspension. So let's look at it. Sling, rope, wooden cleat, S hook, dog clip, a fixed point, and suspension frame along with treatment table becomes the entire suspension system. We have three types of suspensions: axial, pendular, and vertical. My memory trick is very simple. I call it as a PAV, POW. That is pendular, axial, and vertical. Now, in axial suspension, this point of suspension is put up over the joint axis. In pendular suspension, the point of axis is either medial or lateral to the joint axis. In vertical suspension, the point of suspension is at the junction of 1/3 and 2/3 of the body part. Now, what are the uses? Okay, let's look at the list of the uses. It's used for relaxation, increase in the joint range of motion, maintain the joint range of motion, increase muscle power, increase muscle endurance, increase coordination, minimize fatigue due to exercise, minimize bed sores, offer gravity eliminated exercises, weightless exercises, graduated exercise for muscle training and muscle toning, facilitate active movement in presence of pain, offer active assisted exercise, minimize physiotherapist's workload, and get patient involved in his own treatment. Personally, I think of suspension every single time as a treatment option when active movement is painful. So quickly, let's have a memory trick. And my personal memory trick is very simple: MRP. M stands for mobility, P stands for power, and R stands for relaxation. So let's look at it. Three uses at least we can remember at any time, that is MRP: mobility, relaxation, and power. Okay, we spoke about indications or uses. Now let's come to the conclusion. In conclusion, suspension therapy is one of the best options for active assisted exercise, especially when the patient has two issues such as pain or active movement, and if the patient has weakness. For instance, if the patient is not able to perform the movement against the gravity, otherwise if the patient's muscle power is less than 3, then we can think about the suspension as a treatment option. So basically, when your patient has active movement painful, and if your patient has got muscle weakness and you want to perform gravity eliminated exercise, suspension is the best option. But let's look at this picture. Now personally, I believe that what they call it as a NIRAC system is the recent modification of the suspension, slowly getting popular all over the world. So remember that suspension therapy will get evolved as the time passes and will always remain the integral part of physiotherapy. Thanks for listening, and this is Dr. Subhash Khatri.